A very good morning to all my dear students. How are you all? I hope that you all are fine and you all are staying safe at your home. Am I right? Yes. And you all should be safe with your family also. Right? As you all know that I am your English teacher, Miss Priyanka. And obviously I'm going to teach you English. And today we are going to start with a new concept that is given in your book that I am going to tell you, or I'm going to teach you with the help of a little activity so that you all can understand the concept very well and then we can learn the concept in detail. Right? Okay. Earlier I told you that what are nouns? Then you people told me that ma'am, nouns are the naming words. They name a person, they name a place, they name a thing, they name any idea, right? Those are nouns, right? But do you people know that instead of nouns, what we can use? If you don't know, then we will start up with a concept. And what is that concept that I am going to explain today? Right? Here I am having one sheet and something is written on it. What it is written? Ram is playing in the garden. It is written, Ram is playing in the garden. So instead of Ram, what can I use? I can use he. What can I use? He. Okay? Okay. Then next sentence, if I have Sheena walks very slowly. Sheena walks very slowly. So instead of Sheena, what can I use? I can use she. She walks very slowly. Am I right? Okay. Now, if it is written, the cow is grazing the grass, right? What it is written? The cow is grazing the grass. So instead of the cow, what can I use? I can make use of it. Am I right? I can make use of it, right? Okay. There is one more example. Ram and Pawan are best friends, right? Ram and Pawan are best friends. So instead of Ram and Pawan, what can I use? Can I use he? No. Can I use she? No. So what can I use? Yes, I can use they. They are best friends, right? Okay. There is one more example and the last one. I and Ram are friends, right? So I'm talking about I and my friend Ram. So instead of this I and Ram, what can I use? I can make use of we. We are best friends, right? So as per my understanding that there are words which can be used in place of noun or noun phrases. And such words are known as pronouns. What are those words known as? Pronouns, right? The words which I told you, he, she, it, they, we, I, you, all these are known as pronouns. And for today, we are going to learn the same topic which is given in your book as chapter number 6, pronouns, right? It is on page number 23 of your grammar book. Okay, students? So let's begin the topic, and now we will understand that what is the definition of pronouns, how many types of pronouns are there, and then in detail we will be learning each type of pronoun. Okay? So let us begin the class. Students, here is the definition of pronouns. Chapter number 6, pronouns. Pronouns are the words that stand for noun or noun phrases, right? Pronouns are the words that stand for noun or noun phrases. For example, he, she, I, you, they, etc. All these are the examples of pronouns. All these are the examples of pronouns, right? Just now I told you that pronouns are used in place of noun or noun phrases, right? So how many type of pronouns are there? There are 7 types of pronouns, and it is given in your book on page number 23 and 24, right? So the first type of pronoun is personal pronoun, right? This is the first type of pronoun, that is personal pronoun. And personal pronouns include which type of pronouns? I, you, he, she, it. All these are the examples of personal pronouns, right? I will explain you each concept in detail. First, you have to understand the basic concept, okay? Now, the second type of pronouns are possessive pronouns. And what are the examples? My, his, theirs. As you can understand with this word possessive, that possessive pronouns will obviously show the possession. Yes, you are correct. Possessive pronouns will obviously show the possession, and the examples are my, his, theirs. All these are the examples of possessive pronouns. Now come to the third one. The third ones are reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns, and the examples: himself, herself, themselves, right? Ourself. All these are the examples of reflexive pronouns. Okay? Fourth type of pronouns is relative pronouns. This word relative itself is telling you that this type of pronoun will be used to relate to things or to sentences or to parts of sentences. It is used to relate, right? So relative pronouns example is who, which. All these are relative pronouns, right? Now the fifth type of pronouns, interrogative pronouns. You are very well aware about this word interrogative. Wherever you see this word interrogative, you understand that we are asking about questions. We are talking about questions. So similarly, these interrogative pronouns are the pronouns which are used to raise questions. For example, what, when, where, how. All these are interrogative pronouns. Okay? If we talk about demonstrative pronouns, this is the sixth type of pronoun, demonstrative pronoun. The word demonstrative is itself telling you the word demonstration. I am pointing out something. I am saying that boy, this ruler, those people, these girls, right? So this is pointing out something. Similarly, demonstrative pronouns have the example this, that, these, those, right? And this is the last type of pronouns that we have. They are indefinite pronouns. What are these? Indefinite pronouns. As the word itself is telling you, it is indefinite. It is not definite. Indefinite, which is not definite. It means we don't have any definite number. We have some indefinite pronouns like some, any. All these are the examples of indefinite pronouns. I hope now the concept of pronouns and the types of pronouns is clear with you all, right? Now what we are going to learn is that we will be learning this first type of pronoun, personal pronouns, in detail. I will explain you each and every concept of personal pronouns, and it is given on page number 24 of your book. Okay, students? So let us begin the personal pronouns. Now students, we will learn the concept of personal pronouns. We will learn the concept of personal pronouns, the first type of pronouns. So personal pronouns, they refer to people, things, ideas or events. I am repeating this once again. They refer to people, things, ideas or events, right? So how they refer to people? If I am saying he is a good boy, right? So here he is referring to some person, right? So this pronoun, this personal pronoun is referring to some person. If I will take this in plural, if I will say they are good boys, so there they will be, the by they will be referring to people, a group of people, right? If I say here in the next example, it goes at 250 km per hour. What is written? It goes at 250 km per hour. So here the pronoun it, here the pronoun it is referring to train, right? We are here talking about train. So here it is referring to a thing. What was that thing? That thing was the train, right? And if we talk about ideas, see here on page number 24, it is written, when Darwin presented the theory of evolution, people did not believe it. So here it is used for talking about the idea. What was the idea? The idea that Darwin gave, right? So here the personal pronoun it is used for representing the idea, right? And what about events here? What about events? So event, tell me the scores of the match when it gets over. So here also it is used for that match which is about to get over, right? So what we can say from this is that personal pronouns are used to refer people, he, she, it, they, things. We make use of it for referring the things, and for ideas or for events we make use of personal pronouns, right? Am I clear to you? Right? Personal pronouns vary according to 4 grammatical features: number, person, case and gender. How they vary, that I am going to tell you with this. You have to be very attentive. Once you understand the whole concept of personal pronouns, you will be very much fluent in writing and speaking English, because when we make use of pronouns while saying a sentence, at that time we should know that are we using a correct pronoun or not. If I am saying Ram is a boy, she is very beautiful, so am I using a correct pronoun for Ram? He is a boy, and what pronoun I have to use for him? He, right? But what pronoun I use? She. So I should be very much aware that what pronoun I have to use and at what time, right? So see here, when we talk about first person, it means I'm talking about me. I'm the first person, I, right? So if we talk about first person in singular, singular means I. And if we talk about first person in plural, then we make use of we. I and my friends. Then I will make use of we. This will use in subject, right? And me with singular and us with plural will be used in object. I told you earlier also in the class that a sentence is made up of subject, verb and object, right? So we are talking about that subject, that when we will make use of first person singular pronoun, at that time we will make use of I. And when we will talk about plural, then we will make use of we. And in the place of object, we will make use of me and us, right? Okay? For example, example, I can give you one example like this. I am a intelligent person, right? So here I is used as a subject. I is used as a subject, right? And if I say Radha has given time to me, right? I have not said Radha has given time to I. I said Radha has given time to me. Here me is used in the place of object, right? So are you understanding where I am going to use I and where I am going to use me? For the plural, we will be using we and then us in object, right? Now we talk about second person. That is you. You are the second person. So for singular and plural, we make of you. If I am talking to a single person, then also in subject I'll be using you. If I will be talking or I will be taking plural, then also we will be using you. What we will be using? You. Both in subject and both in object. Okay. Then if we talk about third person, we are not talking about me and you. We are talking about someone else, the third person. Then for singular male, what we use? He. For singular male, we use he. And for singular female, we make use of she in place of subject. Whereas in place of object, we make use of him or her, right? He is a good boy. He here is in the place of subject. And if I will say, I told the things to him, when I am using it in the place of object, at that time I am making use of him for the male and her for female. Okay. And singular non-personal, then obviously we make use of it, right? And when we have plural, then what we make use of? They, right? If so many people are standing, so I will not say he is standing there. What I will say? They are standing there. So I am talking about plural. So they is used in place of subject and them will be used in place of object when we are talking about third person plural, right? So this was the whole concept of personal pronouns, and it is given on page number 23 and 24 of your grammar book. You are going to reread this concept, you are going to understand it. If you want to make notes, you can make notes like this. I have given everything in brief, in short, right? So you can also make rough notes or in rough notebook so that you can understand the concept better. For homework, what you are going to do is, you are going to revise the classwork, whatever I have told you in this video. I hope the concept of pronouns, types of pronouns and personal pronouns is clear to you all. Thank you so much, class.